My Auction Addiction Albuquerque world, wherever we find you, at whatever time we find you. It's a Friday here, and I'm getting ready to head down to the Roswell preview for the Salt Creek Mercantile liquidation preview. And guys, we do have a series of on-site previews coming for you. We have at least 3 scheduled now for some of our better, more premium jobs coming up in the next couple of weeks. So be sure to keep an eye on your newsletter and your email for further information for your old-fashioned live on-site previewing pleasure. Today, guys, I'd like to direct my short little weekly addictive video at something that we've noticed lately, and that is scary boogity sales. All right, so what are scary sales? Scary sales are the ones where very few buyers participate because they're just terrified there must be something wrong with the sale, or because maybe there's something else, like it's out of town, or who knows. So let's start with one of the scariest sales we see, and that is occasionally from our office we will sell things that people didn't pick up, people didn't pay for, things that had to be out of a client's house. I mean, a myriad of reasons why we're reselling these items. A lot of times we'll mix items from other consigners that just have 1 or 2 items they want to get out of their house. We see a significant drop in bidding. Now, we realize if you're a big buyer or reseller, you got to buy in quantity. Okay, we get that. But a lot of times I hear comments like, well, there must be something wrong with it. It must be broken. It must be no good. It's a chirp light. Somebody abandoned it. Somebody returned it. That's not the case. Guys, if it's broken or it's junk or there was a problem with it and somebody returned it, we toss it or give it back to the client, whichever. There's nothing wrong with these things. Okay, scary sale number 2, the small sale. Must be something wrong. Why would somebody just sell a few things? Must be leftovers from an estate sale. Must be broken. Must be damaged. Must be crappy. Why didn't they sell it on their own? Guys, a lot of people just need help selling things. A lot of times we're selling a lot of things for people. Sometimes we're selling a few things. There's nothing wrong with it. We wouldn't sell it, we wouldn't list it if it was a small sale and there was something wrong with the items. Bottom line. Third scary sale, and this one I understand a little more, and that's the out-of-town job. Oh my God, I'm going to have to drive an hour and a half or 2 hours to get to a sale. Well, that's true. You are. But the good news through My Auction Addiction is you can plan the date, the time, everything you know about. Make a trip of it. Go to the hot springs. Go up to the mountain. Do whatever. Make a day of it, especially if it's on Saturday. We do a lot of them on Saturdays, and just have a fun day out. Here's the advantage with these out-of-town jobs. The numbers consistently, not always, but fairly often, are lower. This means you're getting a better buy. So if you can drive an hour and a half and save $500 on some things, pays for the gas, pays for your time, and you even more. So don't overlook those out-of-town jobs just because they're an hour, 2 hours. Usually 3 hours is about tops for My Auction Addiction. Out of town. Those can have some of the best deals. And remember, we also have a pickup service for those sales. So as long as it's small, it's not furniture, not bulk lots, but small items, we will pick those items up and bring them back to you for $5 up to 4 items, $10 up to 9, 20 up to 20 items. So you don't feel like you want one little thing and you got to run all the way up 3 hours out of town. So guys, that's it. That summarizes the 3 types of scary sales that people don't participate in for a wide range of reasons. Some logical, some not so logical. However, the key here, guys, all these sales are underserved. All those types of scary sales, those 3 types, you have an opportunity to get a better deal on whatever it is you need at that time. All right, guys. I hope this advice is somehow helpful for you down the road as a bidder. Is worth a few minutes of your time to watch it. Next week we'll probably flip back to some sort of video as advice to sellers again, and I think that's what we'll try to do. We'll try to alternate 1 week sellers, 1 week buyers here. And I'm not sure what the subject is going to be. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be security for an estate or a home that's sitting vacant. So I think we'll talk about security next week, guys. Again, I hope all this was helpful. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you at the auction.